Welcome back to Outside the Barn, and today we're going to be replacing the bumper on my 1955 Ford because the old one is the painted purple bumper, which it's kind of disgusting. So we're going to be replacing it with the chrome one right here. But there are some issues that we have to figure out. So since this body is not from a 55 Ford, it's from a Nova or a Camaro, the mounting where the bumper mounts is different. It needs to be bent. Looks like it's bent for it to work, and that's not factory. All this is not factory, but the mounts are. And they also did here, not factory, definitely. So I just flipped these mounts here upside down, and looks like they bolt on just fine. Well, the bumper just fell, but yeah, they bolt on just fine. My plan is from here to here, or here to here, it'll probably be this one, is to make a bracket that goes across and weld it to this, probably on the outside, and then drill a hole in it and then bolt it on, because we could bend this, but it's pretty good metal. Well, I'm gonna go try and find some metal on our scrap pile, something that's a little square that can bridge across, and then we will cut it, and then we'll pull the car around to the shop and weld it. Okay, I found a piece of metal. I'm gonna rip this bumper off again, and then pull this around to the other shop so we have air conditioning. Okay, got her out, and I'm gonna go pull it into the shop now. Okay, car's in the shop. Had to cool off for a minute because it's like 95 degrees out. I'm gonna take some steel wool and clean this off, get all this gunk off. And I tried taking off the license plate, but the bolts are just incredibly stuck. So I'm just gonna cut the stud off there with a cut-off wheel. Okay, bumper is in somewhat the right position. It already looks so much better. We'll go ahead and get that piece of metal and then see what it looks like under the car. Okay, we got our piece of metal, and it actually already comes with a hole. I'm just gonna cut where my finger is. Kind of eyeballed it. We can always make further adjustments, so I'm just gonna go a little bit out. And I'll cut it where my finger is, and then we will do the other side. There we go. Well, let me see how this looks. Okay. I'm gonna clamp this on there real quick and then just give it a tack weld. Then I'll do that to both of them. And then I'm gonna stick the bumper on and make sure it lines up. Because if it doesn't, I can always just hit these back off and then figure out why it didn't fit. So, as I predicted, I put this on. It works, but it's just a little bit off. So, what I think I'm gonna do is just wobble both of these out, warble them out just a bit, try and get that extra room for us to slide a bolt. Thankfully, it's not one of these short things here. Okay, made the holes bigger, and now it works. So I'm gonna finish welding, and then we can finally just throw the bumper on. just clean them off the wire wheel. They look bad, but it'll do for now. As you can see, it is on there. Unfortunately, we don't have, like I said, we don't have the other bumperette. I'm just gonna bolt a nut here just to hold the bumper on. After I get this tightened up and everything, I'm gonna start ripping off the rear bumper and replacing that with another chrome bumper, because that's just really ugly. You can barely even tell that there's a bumper there, and it's just stupid. I don't know why they do that. Okay, got the rest of the bolts in. Cover these up with the extra ones. Pretty much done. I'm gonna, like I said at the start, see if I can't clean this up better. I am doing it, but it's just gonna take some time. Okay, all still wool down. Use some glass cleaner, helped a lot. But you can definitely tell where places that weren't hitting the sun. That license plate here, it's a lot shiny here, a lot more shiny there. Well, I'm gonna start working on the rear. I'm gonna pull the car forward just a bit though. Okay, got all the bolts out. I can already tell that they're different. Mounting is different, but the mounting bracket is about here all the way across. Stops, and then another one. So I take it off, line it up with a marker, holes, and then drill through it, and then bolt. It's that easy. Since they're different, a lot easier than that, so I don't have to make another bracket. This is weird. The reason why it's so hard to get off is because there's a stud right here, but there's no bolt going through. Usually there's one of those chrome headed things, but it's not here because they just molded over it and welded the backside. Okay, so this is a front bumper. It won't work on the rear, but it did come with another bumperette. So front bumper is completely done. Got that 2 mix 1, I guess. Well, that's probably going to be it on this one. Got front bumper on, did the bracket welding, stuff like that. I've never done that on my own, which is really cool. I'm surprised I could even do it. But thanks for watching, and see ya.